Hello, guys. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Stories in My Cup by Boma Kaiser. And I am Boma Kaiser, your wonderful, amazing host. So, today we're going to be talking about Love Island USA Season 7. I guess the bane of everyone's existence in 2025, as it will be. And today we have a wonderful guest, my wonderful little sister. And yesterday she wanted to talk about it, but I was like, I'm not giving Ace the time of my day because he doesn't deserve it. But you know what? I was like, it's content. Let's give her a platform. Let she talk her shit. Let she say her mind. So she's here. Introduce yourself. Tell us your mind. Tell us what you think. And let's talk about it.
Hi, my name is Omiete,
Hi.
and I wow, it's a lot. Okay, like it's surprising to just find out that this show ended 2 months ago, but
She's
still,
diving right into it.
it's
She's
still
diving
in
right
our
into
mouth.
it. Yeah, like even after they leave the villa, like they are still not void of drama.
Yeah, but I guess what last
Not even the good kinds of, like last year when they came out of the
Last
villa,
year.
we are just like holding our breath, waiting for them to like break up, right?
Nothing.
And that was the height of it.
yeah.
And they were just going steady before Jenny
At
and
least they
Kenny
gave
came,
us
which is
1
like a
year. Like
year.
they literally gave us
a
1 year
year.
to breathe.
Thank you. But
So I'm back to
the
back, back
fact
to back.
is, what we were holding our breath for was like, oh my god, like after like 2-3 months they're just going to like like, oh, we are sorry, we don't want the same thing, we're going to separate with GCI Amaya's this.
Everybody expected that shit. Like nobody's even talking about it like that. But
I'm talking about like the way she
Yeah.
worded it. She was like, you don't need to drink a whole shot
that
to know the
is
water is salty. That's shade. That's shade. You cannot tell me that that's
Yeah.
not shade, bro.
Mm-mm.
That is
And
shade.
then the reunion, girl, don't get me started.
It's not even the reunion self. The reunion self, we have gotten the reunion. Everybody has like, you know what, it's over. And then brother Ace,
Like,
Uncle Ace,
you know what?
whatever his
I
surname
really
is.
do like Ace. Like, I liked him.
I thought I did though.
And I
but you know
trusted
what
him
me?
so
I
much.
I hate in my life. I hate the hater. Everybody have said everything they want to say about Ace, right? But I have never like gone out and be like, oh, I hate him or I dislike him because you know what? He just says his mind, and then
Yeah,
you have to deal with the
take it or
consequences,
leave
whether
it.
you like it
Yeah,
or
so
not,
I
right?
love that part about him.
But this
It's
podcast
too much.
was straight up hating,
Yeah, like,
and you know what I hate? I hate the hater.
oh my god. See, and it was
Not
like
even for good reason, no.
it was like I get it. Like I understand what you're trying to say. You're saying their relationship is fake, right? And that they are doing it for the money, for the clouds and shit.
What gives you the right? You are not in the relationship with
And-
them. It's not a trouble. What gives you the right to walk out on the freaking internet and then say so and so is fake? Especially when they have gone on that reunion and they did not say, yo, we are girlfriend and boyfriend, though. They did not say
It's
anything
the
like
fact
that.
that he's out there saying people aren't supporting him, but him.
Who is not supporting him?
He said Nick is not supporting him, and the fact that he always like Nick is not supporting him, and he went on that podcast and he mentioned a lot of people that supporting him, or the people that he had issues. Even in the reunion, he called out a lot of people. Amaya, Jeremiah. You
Why
do all those things, right?
Jeremiah support him, bro.
But he does all those things, right? Tell them, and even Amaya was sorry, for that video that she did where she was like making fun of his height. Yeah, she said sorry and everything and everything and everything. But Ace, what about you, bro? Should we call you out? How about the fact that Taylor told you in the show that he was not attracted to Olanja? What did you do? What
And
the
he
fuck did
says
you do?
Olandra is his friend. I think that's the fact that is even pissing people off. Like people are like, bro, the way you're acting, you cannot come out and say that Olandra is your friend. It's not giving.
It's
this
not
person is
giving
my friend.
friendship, bro.
It's not giving, because number one, if this person is your friend, you cannot come out and say number one, her relationship is fake. Because I am sure Ace did not sit down and discuss whatever he's going to talk about in that podcast with Nick and Olandra. Well, Olandra is your friend. Okay, he said Nick is not his friend. That's why we are not going towards Nick.
Nick, yeah.
We are understanding. Okay, this person is not your friend. We cannot force this friendship on you.
Olanja is a
You say Olandra is your friend.
Okay.
You are bad mouthing her and the person she's in a partnership with.
Would it affect her? Is she not also
Thank
in a
you. And
relationship
she's your
with
friend.
this
Okay,
person?
and then she's your friend. Taylor lets you know that he doesn't find her attractive, and you're like, okay.
Oh my god, bro. It was not like one time, not 2 times. Like Taylor,
See,
made it
this
so
is the
obvious.
reason why
But you can't.
no matter how close like a guy is like, oh, this girl is my friend, according to Taylor, you my dog, right? They do not have your best interest at heart.
And it's just the fact that Olandra is so nice. If not, if I was Olandra coming out of that show, first thing I would do is to watch the show back. I just no,
I don't have the mind to watch.
I guess maybe
I feel like if it's just Nick could have watched it, but he's not ready to see like what is the reason, what is on this show, what has been posted or edited about Olandra that made people to like hate her, because the hate was already coming before Huda went and said that she's a this thing. She bullied her, right? Because when Huda is like, oh, I was bullied, nobody is thinking is a Iris that bullied her.
Yeah,
nobody is thinking it's Amaya, because like she and Amaya were like very, very close.
Yeah,
they're like
she just said
two sides of the same coin.
She did not mention any name.
So when you say people bully
but instantly
people are going to think Olandra and Shelly. But I'm trying to say the bullying started before then, when she said that thing, right? She just went and escalated it, added gasoline to the freaking fire, right? So I'm like, what did you mean, right? So like, I don't think Nick and Olandra, especially like Olandra, and then maybe like Nick is doing because of Olandra, or maybe his own personal reasons, but he's like, I don't want to go back and see how I was painted in the show. That's why both of them till now they still haven't watched the show. But Ace, according to Ace, said that he
watched the show for that interview. I think
did he watch it before the reunion? Because the reunion, everything seemed fine. And then after the reunion, that's why I'm saying maybe it's after the reunion he watched the show is making him wait. But if you watch the show after the reunion, why will you all of a sudden not longer be friends with
They said the reunion, the reunion, for them, it happened on the 12th of August.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed us the reunion on 25th
of
August. Yeah.
So
time. What I'm trying to say is maybe he did not watch it, because why didn't you just air out the whole thing?
That is what we were there in the reunion for.
I don't know.
That is what we were there in the reunion for. Everybody come here, talk your shit, and then we move on.
It really wasn't adding up. Even when Speedy was like, has Nick ever told you he has any romantic feeling for Olandra? And he was like, nope, never. And it's so funny because Olandra fan, they literally made an edit where after the question, after Ace finished saying no, never, the next clip was them on the island, Nick telling him, is this thing between me and Olandra is not a friendship. Taylor has never said that shit, but Taylor is not bad guy here, right? Of course, he's your dog. Olandra is also your dog.
Everybody's dog.
Yeah,
like you just need to decide which breed, whether you go there with River or Rottweiler, because what the fuck is my dog?
It's so fucked up because immediately after he did that shit on the interview, him and Shelly launched one, something together, and now, even the brand of that people are hating on the brand.
I see everybody is saying that what Ace is doing is coming out of jealousy, nothing else, bro. There is no other like a logical explanation except jealousy, right? He has cemented himself now in history or in this timeline or whatever as a certified hater, right? Everybody's saying that he's hating because the deals that Nick and Olandra are getting, he thought that it would be him. They say he thought that he would be like Serena and Cordell, but it's not giving, and right? So it's paining him in his heart and soul, because he went into the villa thinking him and Shelly will come out as like Serena and but then it's Nick and Olandra that is getting these brand deals, this fame, this recognition, and he's angry. Whether he knows or he doesn't know, but it's bleeding out. He's when you subconsciously is just pouring out of your heart, you're bitter, it's painful.
A lot of people say, I don't even think they're actually mad about the fact that Nick and Olandra relationship are not real. They're more mad about the fact that if their relationship are not real, like you said, okay, yes,
nobody's even questioning you and Shelly's relationship. So what gives you the right?
It's not even the first time that people are, but like they never claim they are in a relationship.
That is what is specific.
But how dare you put your mouth on their own?
Nobody has come out and been like Nick and Olandra, they're dating. Like, people just love them together and pray that they actually date,
like,
right?
Literally,
they have come out even on the reunion.
But then
they're like, we are not together. We are getting we are getting to know each other. Even himself and Shelly, he hasn't asked Shelly to be his girlfriend.
And you guys met 2 years ago, and then met on the show again, and throughout, like literally, you guys started from the first day. They were
I don't
day
even
one.
care
Day
when
one,
they
they were
mix.
doing their love things.
I don't care where they mix.
Till now, should we question your own relationship pace? Should we
like
why you've not
microscopically start
why
dissecting
you've
everything?
not
Because
asked her
like,
to be your
what do you
girlfriend?
mean?
Like, it's really not fair. It's like saying you're my best friend and you're
just
you're
such
associated with
messy
something
behavior.
and I go and say that
It's
thing is
such
trash.
messy behavior,
It's not
and I'm
making any
like,
sense.
it's messy behavior. It's giving hater. It's giving jealousy. You get, and even Nick has never had any bad intentions towards Nick. You can't even tell me. Even the small clips of them we've seen, I've not seen them like
Even the show
camera,
that he
everything
did where he's talking about Nick like this. Nick supported, like he was literally
Somebody also said that he was also thinking that him and Nick will get like the brand deals that Shelly and Olandra, because no, Shelly and Olandra they do get like brand deals, just the two of them. Yeah. So he was thinking that they will have like this bromance kind of thing, Nick, and that one did not work. Him and Nick romance did not work. Instead, like Nick and Olandra, they're getting all the recognition, even more than the people that haven't won the show. And then the bromance is now going to like sisterhood of like Shelly and Olandra. So like it's like double homicide for him.
So he's like, I need to, because him doing this thing,
I'm like,
he's also killing Shelly and Olandra's relationship.
This thing is just a stepping stone. Once you come out of the villa, you are the one that either builds an empire or you crumble everything. And what Ace is doing is crumble everything. So you have been given the exposure. Look at the song you sang. Everybody's like, Clarky. You had the opportunity. Okay, maybe let's say they gave everybody gold, they gave you silver. What are you doing with that silver?
Like, it's the way he's like, since the last discussion he had with Nick, Nick told him he's not feeling any kind of romantic spark.
Okay,
like,
and
Nick is okay. At that time, Nick told you this thing. Let's just assume they were friends, right? If there was anybody you tell this stuff, it should be Olandra, like in private. Hey, bro, the boy you're with, he ain't fucking with you like that.
That is why I'm like, this is giving such hater vibe, because you have to go on your podcast. Even when they were there asking him, like, I forgot the question that the guy asked him, the guy that was in the podcast with him. I think he was like,
yeah, exactly. Do you think their relationship is like real? And he was like, yeah, and he was like, is that your answer? Or
and I was like, Ace, what do you mean? I thought you're a better person.
But it's like,
I used to think you had
it's
sense.
Like, it's not
I used to think your brain was
because
working.
You said Olandra is your dog, and the person that dog she's trying. Yeah, the person that
I'm telling her that everybody Olandra is my dog.
He said it to the show.
He's so embarrassing. No, I look at Olandra. I'm like, this is like the most attractive. She's super hot, the way she carries herself. And then you're doing she's my dog. If I slap the living daylight out of you,
I really wish he actually went on that show and was like, I don't fuck with Nick, I don't fuck with Olandra. It would have been better, because why are you like, Olandra is my dog and Nick told you something that's bad for Olandra, let us guess it's bad for Olandra, and then you don't tell Olandra, or even if you tell her, you still come on this show and you do your bullshit. Is really not admirable, because if someone told me something bad about someone that is my friend, I'll go to that person and be like, okay, hey, somebody told me this thing, like, how is it? So I think maybe let's assume he also told Olandra, right? Because at the end of the interview he also said that they came out of the villa and they saw how big Nicolandria is, and they just jump on the rise, was getting all the deals and everything.
If it was him that we now know as he is now, like as we know his personality now that you have been trying to hide, but now everybody is seeing it now. If it was him now, he will not jump on it. The Ace that we know now, he will parachute, so it was grow wings and jump on it.
At that point of him saying that stuff, it was like, okay, I just said Olandra is my friend, but no, I took a gun and I shot Nick and I shot her too. That was what he was giving, because you're also saying, okay, yeah, if Olandra is my friend, but she's also, like you're saying she's like, I mean, why would she not take a deal? Like, she literally went on a show that's big and somebody is like, come and do this
After
for me, and
all
I'm
that
like,
suffer, you deserve as much compensation, bro. Because
what the hell, mad?
What the hell?
You know, they're like, yes.
Everybody's like, even if it's brand new, everybody's like, girl, go get that bag. You deserve it. You get. So as her quote and unquote friend,
dog, like you call. Oh my god, bro. Those love violent people, they just, I don't know.
it gave such hater vibes. Like, it's giving I'm pained for your success that I have to do something about it.
Apparently, him and Nick had their beef after the Disney. No, that
After the Disney.
that Disneyland trip kind of stuff.
That Disney happened before the reunion. So what does it mean?
And apparently, that was when he started noticing that Nick was not. I don't know what type of support he needed, but apparently Nick was not supporting him.
They will give me brandy. Like, they'll be like, "Yes, my lover, come and sign your name here instead of me because I love and support you."
The thing was not even making any sense. He was saying
everybody. I feel like in that reunion, Charlie has so much to say about Ace. They didn't allow him to talk his shit. They should bring Charlie, or Charlie should make a video, or Charlie should go on a podcast, and dissect Ace, him, Jeremy. Forget Austin.
Austin that had like
they should go on a podcast and then dissect Ace character. I believe that it will give people more, because if he does that, then they'll be like they're hating on Ace, or like hating on this black man. But Ace is not giving us something to work with for him, because like what the hell, bro?
I feel like this is shocking. Like, if it was Taylor that did this shit, nobody wouldn't blink. They'll be like, it's Taylor. We know
they've come to expect the worst from him.
Like,
and he doesn't disappoint.
Like,
what the hell is your my dog? I'm still pissed off. And you see that thing I was telling you yesterday, like, as Clark and as Shelley, I would not want to be with this type of disaster of a human being. I'm so sorry to say, right? So it makes me now be looking at Shelley and Clark like sideways. Me, I've been looking at Clark sideways from the house, because I'm like, girl, why? Why will you date that thing? And after seeing what he did to Oladra, you think he likes you? You think it's possible for him to like you, bitch?
The worst is Clark.
Like, now I'm looking at
why
Shelley.
would you be in a relationship with someone that's pushing you? No, it is.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's that kind of person. That's their love language.
Because she was making, somebody commented on the live stream, and the person was like, "Where is Three Dreads?" Because that's like Taylor's name. And so she was like, "Oh my god, Three Dreads!" She kind of laughed about it, and he was like, "If you do that, I'll return the Louis Vuitton bag I got you." Type of
Yo, I did not see
and
that.
she was like, "You what?" Kind of. And and viewers were like, "It's their relationship."
You see, nobody's expecting anything from those people. Because, girl, you saw the worst of this man, and you decided that's the man I'm with for. That
was the person that said their relationship is the realest. So who are we to talk? He said,
"I had more hope for Pepe and the Iris than I had for them." I'm so sorry.
Anyway, and he also mentioned that Brian is like the interviewer asked him who are the people you're like, okay, they are supporting you, since you say Nick is not supporting you. And he was like, Taylor, Landria, who again did he mention? Was he Brian called to check up on him? But Brian okay, no question asked. Brian
to check up on him, so what they do now?
I have no idea, but Brian is one of the people that support him, even though he's also out there pouring drinks in ladies' mouth.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about this. Coco.
What has she done again?
No. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, let me talk. Are you talking to Andy?
Oh, okay.
I was like, girl, I did not even have beef with you. I did not have any issue with you, but you do not.
Is it?
You do not. You do not tell Andy to hold on. Let talk. Who the hell do you think you are? Do you know who Andy is?
I prefer that her saying that shit in his front than Huda. Because if you want to go Huda,
no, I'm not going to talk about Huda. Like, she's like scum beneath the feet of the earth. So like, no, not talk about trash, right? Andy, like, host of like Real Housewives, Married to Medicine, like iconic. Like, I went to this reunion to see Andy, not your salty bitches, and then he's gonna be like talking, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, let me talk about." Like, if I was in that show, shoe would have reached your face. Oh Lord. And I'm not seeing anybody talking about it. I'm like, that's Andy, bro.
Like this reunion, I feel like they should have done a lot better. Like the time they were using to do some, they would have just focused on the main show, like the the main drama of the whole thing.
The main drama, which is Huda. She was just diverting every question. So what did you want them to do? And Ati said that Netflix
deny her joint too.
Netflix told her that she should not say it. I'm like,
they were like,
you are not that important.
And that's the shit.
No one gives a shit about you. I feel like Andy just wanted to be like, oh my god, most of the drama surrounding this show has something to do with this bitch. So let me clear the air.
The
right?
shit that Andy was giving, bro. I was like,
he was like, so after 1 month of it,
you are now a different.
See, that's what Andy is so iconic. For like, for like Coco to go and be like, let me talk about, like, girl. No, you don't do that to Andy. You do that to baby. You can't even do that to Ariana. Talk of Andy. You get what I mean? I feel like Ariana was so over it. She didn't even talk.
She was like this.
She was like, let me let Andy do his thing. That's what we paid for. That's what he's here for. He's here to draw out the drama. And then Huda was just like,
the bitch never said sorry. Like, she was just out there saying,
Taylor never said sorry. They were like, yo, everything, and he's like, you my dog.
And they're like,
clap. And then there's like Huda's like, no, and then even Chris said it said that you did not even call me to apologize or anything, and then like 2 days before the reunion you're calling me. That's so fake. That's so
you're just there dodging the whole, like,
and I can't say
nobody is seeing that shit.
Huda, you're not important enough for even honoring Netflix to give you NDA to sign.
I wanted to ask, like, during that, I really wanted to.
And then the girls she's dating, that all the Love Island people, Miguel, Leah, all of them follow the goats, right?
To tell you about him.
To tell you the kind of person he is, right? He's then went to shade Andy on top. Like, forget Coco, let's talk about these goats.
What? He went to shade Andy?
That why was like Andy, like, kind of like forcing Huda to talk about. I'm like,
Huda did her own thing. She did her own. She said
Netflix will come back and deny
she said that she doesn't like, to someone. Had she even put it like,
and everyone was, after she did that thing, Netflix came out and denied her fully, right? She rushed and gave herself. So everyone was like, so you can rush out and give statement, like, but you cannot help somebody you say you love. You tell her something like, I love you,
and this is like they're using her word, I love you today.
I love how Shelly and Orlando were like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
no one wants to be friends with you anymore. Bye, bitch.
Like,
bye, bitch.
I really want.
We don't need you in our life. You don't need us in your life because you're a horrible person, and we love our mental health.
You just to pay for free therapy to all her followers because they probably
no. The followers are in the same headspace as she is, so you can't pay for therapy for them.
Someone said, "Oh,
they all just followers
are single mothers that don't have no."
No, I can't believe that.
During that show, I wanted to just get a mic and just face it to Amaya. I was like, Amaya, because there was literally a clip of Huda saying that first time that Amaya just entered the house and she was like, I hate her. Like, why would she did that?
I'm like, girl, you're still friends with that person.
Yeah, she did that in purpose. If you see the insult there, like, she's a bitch. I hate her. Like,
she did it to Amaya and Iris.
Like, I already hate her. And the camera,
and then you go and be licking against. Oh my god!
The camera instantly turned to Amaya's face because after the whole, like, them watching the show, Huda was laughing. So that was when Andy was like, I wanted to ask you how you feel, but it looks like you're already laughing. So can you tell us what you feel?
She's like, yeah, I'm over it. It's all in the past. I'm like, girl,
you could see Amaya's face, the instant.
But you are the one that wants to move on. And without apologizing to ask if you forgive this. She's like, oh, it's just like, oh, you do something to me now, and then you're like, oh, I just want to forget about it. Let's all move on. And I'm like, what happened to me?
Somebody, like, you did your.
What about me?
It's so, oh my god, bro. Like, it's like
I've genuinely in my life never met, like, and this is like the few clips we see about her. We are not in her everyday life. Like, I've never seen such a horrible person.
Then she went and dating a horrible person too.
That is why I'm like, even Leah, they were like, oh, it has nothing to do with Huda. We just follow him. I'm like, girl, oh no. And you all see that bitch, and you all don't like that bitch because you see, those people, they are so unproblematic. Even if as you're watching Beyond the Villa, if you can see how Taylor should go back to the trenches and stay and let the normal human beings be. I cannot believe that in this life I will ever go and defend Aaron against Taylor. I've been like Kayla, whatever.
Like,
but you guys don't see how unproblematic Miguel and Leah is.
Yeah, they're so chill.
They are just such chill people. They just want to focus on getting their life together and stuff, and everybody just want to like include them in the drama, and they're like, no.
No. I love Leah and Miguel so much.
I can't believe like they're even my favorite couple, because like I was like when they were in the finale, I was like, how did this happen? Like, when is this a thing and they are together?
They're like this weird couple, but you're like, are we weird?
They make sense. No. They make so much sense together.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's and so their TikToks, the little clips they post, I just love them so much. They're amazing, right?
And Miguel, can we talk about Miguel? Like, he was in the show and we're seeing it. Like, he came out of the show and we're like, where did all those muscles come from? And he's like,
he's buffing up now.
And then he know where his wife beat him. I'm like, and that is bitch us. I'm like, okay, Leah, hold your man. Hold your man.
From who? You?
From people.
Oh, you're not among those people.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you.
And can we also talk about Ace? Ace was dark in the villa. And then he comes out and he's like, bro, were you light skin or were you dark skin?
Have I not told you this thing before? I've told you that even Amaya was turning black inside the villa. But like it's just that they are always in the sun in the villa. Yeah. They're always outside by the pool in the sun. They're literally Fiji. So everybody, even I also told you this thing, even in season 6, Kendall, he became very, very dark in the villa. But when he came out, his skin came back, right? After spending so much time under the sun, you will be you will become darker. Okay, so it's normal for everyone to lighten up
too much.
Like, are you saying you use bleaching cream?
I don't understand. No, like see Jeremiah, but he comes out, he's still like, you can still see the
because of who that I'm defending men.
I know. Me, I know myself. Sometimes I always say I'm biased. Like, I'm really biased. Like, when I see a situation, like, I'm always like biased. Like,
you can literally tell me she flung him over the cliff, and I'll be like, yeah, ask them what he did that made her to throw him off the cliff. And then here's Huda, and I'm like, yeah, like, the guy. You
usually hear she stabbed him. I'll be like,
yeah, he's Huda.
He has done something. He has done something. But Huda, I could not vote. I was like,
I'm like, yeah, I think Huda is the problem.
I was like, we really need to like separate. And then in the reunion, they're asking her, how would you feel if that's the thing you did to Shelley was what happened to Jeremiah?
Kai!
And I
will literally see somebody just kissing Jeremiah and you want to lose your shit, and then you go and do the thing you did. Like, we don't even need to see the extra clip to know that she went too far.
Literally. We don't even need her to also answer that question. Like, we don't need her to answer the question.
She's like queen of gaslighting.
If it was,
and it's not. She's not good gaslighting because she's trying to gaslight are like emotionally intelligent people, right? So we are literally seeing through the gaslight. You're trying to make someone feel a certain way that we know that that's not how they feel. Like, we already know how Shelley felt about the thing. You're like, you got everybody's consent.
A lot of people were gaslighting in that show, but you see the two main gaslighter, the two main. Like, they deserve a whole throne. Like, we just need to give them share. Just give them a throne. It's Ace and Huda. Because, and one thing about people that, manipulate people. When, okay, you're like, we have seen it.
Huda is a different breed on how she needs to be studied. I've never seen anything like that in my whole entire life. I've never seen that kind of thing. And, we talked about this thing, like, how is she always going, mommy? Other people say, I have a kid.
I have a child. I have a daughter.
Even Esifu said this safe. And I agree with him. He's like, why don't you just like come out and be like, I have a child, kid, and then be proud of it, let everybody know you are keeping it a secret. From who? She has this very, very distorted view of the world and mental state that is so very dangerous to everybody around her. Like, you are around her and your mental health is diminished, your self-worth, everything about you just go down. She's not a good person to be around or to have in your life in general. To know her in person is your woe. and I feel bad for you.
I was so happy when Shelly and Olanda were like, nope, we're done. And I was like, thank you, because I was expecting Olanda to be like,
I know Olanda is sweetheart enough to actually believe. I think it was she have seen everything. She's like, yo, I have to stand my ground on this one. Because like I suffered and you were like, you had time to do everything except help me, and you say you love me.
You could not make it work with Gemma.
You know, when that bullying statement and everything came out, the first thing I said was like, hold on, how? Because in that finale, she was telling Olanda how much she loves her.
Exactly.
So I was like, when was it? See,
it's like
and this is the thing I really, really dislike about her, that the side that everybody was like, oh my gosh, she was isolated, she felt isolated. I'm like, if you do something bad, I'm not going to come and hug you and give you kisses. That's not the kind of person I am, right? Especially when you have put so much mental stress on everyone in this villa, right? At that point, everybody was done with her.
Okay, we
so how are you not feeling isolated? I should put aside like all the things I feel about you and come and confront you because of why?
You know how?
Why would I do that? And see, fuck everybody that is saying she was isolated. At that point in time, what she had done. That thing, I said it on my TikTok. I was like, there's a mental state you'll be in, whether you want to or not, you are more qualified to go and comfort anybody. Yeah. And that was the mental space she put everybody in. Yeah. At that point in time.
They did not want to.
So how are you expecting someone to come and comfort you, and then you that also put them in that mental state, you're not feeling nice today? Are you stupid or something?
It was, oh my god.
People need to be saying the hard truth too.
But she comes out of the villa. Like, after doing whatever she did, comes out of the villa. And people are like, oh my god, who that was bullied, who that was this. According to her, she watched some clip and she was now like, oh, maybe I was bullied. And she goes on that show and she's like, yes, I was bullied.
But in that playtime where she was bullied, she hasn't watched the show. One, they just left the villa. Because, after they left the villa, they stayed like 1 week in Fiji together. Which is why everybody was like, yo, we spent 1 week in Fiji together after the villa. We were all good. So how come the next day you leave? Because I think like she and Maya, like as they are leaving the Fiji, they are now going. They then went to that comedy podcast. How come now? We bullied you? You get like we were all together, like let's say a day or two ago, and now all of a sudden I'm your bully.
Like why are Nick and Melinda not saying anything?
What do you want them to say?
I don't know.
See, we've already if we see how this entertainment stuff works, right? We've already clarified that this thing he did was a hater move. Like you said, if he felt all this way, he could have talked to Nick and Olanda. He has access to them. Like, he could have texted them, he could have called, you could have done everything. You do have access to these people, but you decided not to, right? So now them replying is like furthering the clout he went for when he did that bullshit he did.
It's even the fact that even Nick that he's saying he has beef with does not even, and I hear that shit like, why do you have beef with me and I don't even know?
This stuff happens a lot. Even like me, I used to tell you this thing, right? Like you see people that have like beef with you and you're just going about your day. That's how you know that person is like, how you beefing with me and I have no idea, bro. I think he had no idea that there was beef, because even at that point he was hyping him up for the podcast.
He was like, bro,
So how you beefing with me and I have no clue and you think you don't have a problem?
That must have come as a shock to Nick, because
I'm telling you. I don't know. Olanda was like, chill.
Like she was like, anyways. But you, that now how do you even face the Olanda as your dog? Like, what do you tell her? Like,
Olanda, that's what they were saying in that reunion. So they were like, everything was good in the villa and everything. It was when we left the villa that everybody stayed moving shady. You get, so I feel like they are not season 6 cast. They don't need to be friends.
True.
Everybody should move on. Everybody should just move on.
I keep doing this thing now.
Like I said, as I'm seeing, if I'm Ace's girlfriend, I'll be like, yo, bro, chill, right? Maybe she did not know, yes, but after that, I will come out and be like, yo, I had no idea Ace was going to do this. I do not support this, because Olanda is your sister, quote and unquote, right? So, even the Shelly, that's why I say everybody should just go to separate. Nick and Olanda, while they are together, while they are working together, while whatever they are doing, they should stick
even
together.
Even if it's business partner,
that's why I say whatever they are doing, they should stick together. Hmm? Ace and Shelly, whatever the hell they are doing, they should
Like
stick together, shift one side. Everybody should just do their own and do their own thing.
Like you haven't even told Shelly to be your girlfriend, but nobody's checking you on that part. Like,
Girl.
it's not fair now. They have never come out and be like, okay, you guys, let's not talk about Nicolandra. Let's talk about Ace and Shelly. I don't think they're related. Like, they've never done that shit. But you have the
They are not even the kind of people to do that. That's what I'm saying.
That is disrespectful.
Even Nick is not the kind of person to be having beef. If he had an issue with something, he would tell you. But him now, his issue with Nick is that Nick did not support him, I guess. How do you want him to support you? Should he create a brand and then
Nick was being bullied? Did you support? Did you come out and be like, oh yo, stop bullying Nick and telling him he's with Olandra? No, you never said anything. Nick never carried it in mind that Ace does not support me.
And nobody said anything about you and Shelly's relationship.
Like, okay, let's just imagine now that.
And he was pissed at Amaya for going to wherever she went to and said something about his hype, and then you do the exact same thing. It's hypocritical in so many ways. Oh my god.
I don't even know how to feel about that. Like, it's like I love Ace for the fact that he always said what was on his mind.
Which is like literally the only reason why I would like Nick safe. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Nick, right? But I know that if there is an issue, he's going to come up to you and tell you, Oku voted Huda out how many times, and he walk up to Huda but like, I voted for you.
Like, he's like,
even with that Jeremiah thing, he was like, I voted Jeremiah to stay, and they showed the clip, and that was exactly
what happened.
What he said. That is the kind of person Nick is.
So is
you get
like, I feel like you know when you're friends with someone, right? You guys are friends, you said you think you're friends with this person. And okay, friends joke, and sometimes they can joke. Like, I can just joke and be like, hey, you sure? And you laugh about it, and we laugh about it, but I don't know that behind my back you're going to tell people, like, can you imagine she called me short, and it's like, whoa, I thought we laughed about it. Because you remember that time where in the reunion Nick was like, I will just agree with whatever it is. Like, everybody laughs about it. Why bringing it to the interview?
Everybody knew that was a joke too. Nick is usually a clown. Like, he's the funniest person ever.
It was a serious thing, but immediately he said that everybody laughed,
yes.
And he went to the interview and he was like, the way he does, like,
and that's a certified hater, bro. He has whatever good branding or whatever thing he has come out by himself with his own hand, destroyed it, and made himself a certified hater. And then if you're looking for clout, just go and do something that have insulted Amaya, the Brian, and everything. You went for the people that everybody loves, which is, I think, what he was going for.
He went for
get him clout. But then,
and your
people that support Olandra and Nick, let's say 50, 60, 70% are also the same people that support you and Shelly. And as you are seeing me now, who is like a Nick and Olandra supporter, I do not support Ace and Shelly anymore. They can go do their thing. I'm not interested. You get what I mean? So the people you were trying to get clout for, you have pissed them off, and now nobody is on your side anymore. Do you get? So you brand you were supposed to build, you have destroyed it,
and you're like, I don't care even.
And then now it's going to be Nick's fault when you used your own God-given hand.
That is the thing that is most shocking. I think there was like a preparation for beef, like, let's say him and Nick were insulting each other back and forth. We'll be like, hey, okay, we see this coming. This interview,
Nick is not that kind of
finish. He's going to finish Nick, and we respect it.
But Nick is not even that kind of person. You can't expect that kind of thing from someone that is not that kind of person.
From Nick's perspective, they were still friends because you will not support.
Even Ciara said, when Nick came out, he was like, he was going to go and talk to Ciara. But then she started posting those shady videos, and then he was like, I'm done. And that is, I think that's what is happening with Ace too.
Yeah, he just ignored you.
He's just going to ignore him because he was like, this is something we could have talked about, but you decided not to, so then I am not going to talk to you about it. Because I am mature enough. That's why I say, out of every flaw in Nick's career, I know that if you go and meet Nick and be like, I don't like this, I don't like, he will listen to you, and then you will talk it out, and then either you will be cool or you will not be cool.
Yeah.
Right? You did not do that.
There was this therapist that was saying that so like a lot of Ace was like, I'm this person that says what's on my mind, but if we dig deeper, you see he's just
insecure. I saw that therapist. Like, he's very insecure. Like, even that height thing. I'm like, yes, you have 5 this. own it.
Even Amaya, that
Yes.
video that Amaya,
There are more worse insults that people can give you in this world.
yeah, apparently, like, you know,
Not this is something you have no control over, and you are letting it bother you this much.
apparently she told him, you know, like, even after she made the video, she and her friend made the video, you know, she found out that it was blowing up more than she expected. She even called him and she was like, I'm sorry, we are going to remove it and take it down. Like, they talked about it before the reunion. Coming to the reunion, he brought it up again and made it, you know, like
A whole big thing.
yeah, like
That-
you wicked
It's
child.
not even about that. It's about how the team pained him so much. Do you get that? Is the insecurity we're talking about? Like, it pained you so much that even after people have talked about it, she thought they've talked about it and they're done with it, right? And then you're bringing it up again, which is fine, but it just shows how much it pained you.
Pained
And then maybe you could have just said that, and then you could have just said that I'm pained. It hurts my heart. It hurt my ego, my self-esteem. But then the way he brought it up,
Yeah. Even
the way he brought it up, oh.
you know that video I told you that Nick was getting a tattoo of his name at his back. He brought it up to on that interview.
Oh my god!
He was just saying, you know, like, just saying it's the little things he does that makes me, you know, like,
You know, the worst part is that everybody saw that and they were like, "Oh,
that's so
you
cute,
yeah, this
friends,
is so
bro,
cute.
bro,
They love each
bro,
other so
yeah.
much." Like, he's played it to the you were
I-
just doing whatever is
It's like-
wanted. You get,
You
it
know,
was
and
like
it's funny and like
just funny.
people
That's
are like, okay,
you know
they're
that
just
they were saying that
cute.
Nick literally has like no PR shade. Actually, Nick is just such a clown, like right. It's the thing he does. That's how Nick is. So if you don't like those kind of jokes,
Why
I
not, right?
find them funny.
Yeah, me too.
Majority of the people find them funny. Even in the comments of those videos, everybody was laughing.
Everybody gets Nick. They're like, okay, if Nick does
And
something.
you see, that's the insecurity they are talking about, right? It's your inability to take a joke when someone is not coming at you with malice or hatred, but you are taking it like that, right?
Mm.
Nick has never once insulted his tattoo.
Yeah,
Even us when we saw
he
that,
always,
we were like,
he always thought he was,
bro, what?
yeah,
It's
but
giving-
Nick was
it's
like,
giving
oh my god, that's so
self-absorbed,
cool.
right?
Like, he saw it and he was like, no, that's so like cool. He goes and does that thing
Nick
like a
is
joke.
not a spiteful person, which is what Ace is showing himself to actually be, but we had no idea. So-
Even when they were even telling like Jeremiah, oh my god, you love bombing her. And when it was time for them to vote, he's still like, you know, he's voting
they were
for
like, that's not enough reason to
reason
vote
to
him
be-
out.
Yeah,
He deserves a chance. He deserves
his best.
to be given another shot. And he said it. Like, if he was a Nick follower, he would not have said that in front of, like, he said it in front of Tyler and Nick.
Nick.
That is what he thought. And he's going to say it. If you do not like it, fine. They
And
were
that
2-1, so obviously their votes went, but
That's why
he has said his piece.
Yeah.
Do you get? Like, anyhow this thing turns out, I'm going to say my piece at least. The outcome is the outcome, but I said my piece. And you know that it's not coming from a place of malice.
Yeah, I don't hate you. I never, you know, made anything to make you feel like I
Even Amaya, I say that Amaya and Huda, they're like two sides of same coin, right? I know she's not even like the thing she doesn't do it out of malice. Okay, so even that high thing, I know that she did not go there like out of spite, out of
Like,
malice, and go like, oh, let me go and specifically it just maybe something that just happened, right? And then she will call that like apologized and stuff like that. You get? So this now is like two people now that we know do not hate you, but you were offended by things they did. And then you decided that talking to them about it was not enough. You want to go shade them out in public for everybody. Because that call with Amaya was private, right? But he went and brought it up in the union in public again for everybody. Because he was like, no, he said that since she did the thing in public, he wants to break that in public.
You wouldn't like if you said that video is like offended you and you know making reference to the video, people like, eh?
I didn't even know about the video.
Thank you until he said it, and I'm like,
right?
let me go and see this video. Exactly.
So he's not even helping his case.
It's like he offended.
He's literally shooting himself in the foot constantly. And I'm like, it's not making sense. I thought you were smart. I thought you were like, you know, had sense.
Oh my god, it's too much. Like, you know how in the beginning everyone was like, Amaya, you're crying too much. You're crying. Yes, it's probably the same type of person, but he's not. He's just not crying.
He's
He's
bringing his own out like in a spiteful manner. He's like, oh, how dare you? Rather than crying or just, you know, just healing from the emotion. Like I said, you are 5 something. Nobody can change. I said you have to go and do that leg extended surgery, right?
Or wear
So-
shoes and stuff.
I'm sure he has heard it his whole life.
And
He was literally floating when all of them were studying.
but I don't
Right?
get it though.
Right? So I'm
Do you
like,
think
how?
Nick is taller than Ace?
Everybody in that house was 6 foot something.
I don't know. I
When
feel
they used to
Nick is
sit on
short.
that chair, his leg used to hang.
I've never actually noticed that shit.
But that is besides the point. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm sure he has heard this his entire life. You get. For it to still hurt you this bad means there are some things you haven't walked through and you need to.
And people are like, we should not be surprised. He's just 22. But like,
He's 23.
I don't think we should age shame anyone. Like,
You know, Nick is only 1 year older than him.
literally, he's just 24.
So why is he having more sense? Like, you see that 1 year that is giving him the entire brain.
People say his frontal lobe has not developed.
Have Nick's frontal lobe developed.
Ew.
How old is Shelly? How is she?
Shelly, I don't know.
You see, because of this energy he's giving now, it's actually giving little boy. You get? So then the height is not lining up. You know all those, like, you know how a Kerry hat, like, is like short, right? It's always the butt of like his jokes and everything about how short
he is. You know, make
Yeah,
but
it's literally his thing now.
I don't know. I honestly,
I'm not saying that he should allow people like to be insulting him.
No,
No, he should be able to like decipher. Oh, this person is coming out at the place of spite. And this person is just, being them. Imagine if you see Amaya running around, like nobody's going to be like, "What's happening?" Everybody's going to be, "Oh, that's Amaya."
Yeah. So like, what if Nick probably told him something like more like, will you just go there and out the whole thing?
That's what everybody say. Why didn't you talk about it with Nick? You blindsided somebody you say is your friend. Just come out. They thought you people were good, and then you just come out and start saying stuff.
Oh my god, I really just want to fast forward this whole thing to like 6 months later, see who is still friends, who is still
This
friends.
whole thing is crazy. Like, we're not done with the whole Jenny Kenny thing. Like,
And
we're
then
not recovered,
know
and
what
then the
I've done.
reunion. Like, we are not recovered, and then it's the
Yes, does his own shit. Like, what is this? Why?
Yeah, Love Island doesn't want us to breathe.
I feel like even Love Island, they are going to even like take a break. They're going to be like, yeah, you guys, yeah, let's just take like 5 years break because
I don't think I'm going to watch Love Island anymore. It has done
a lot of people are saying this
a number. Even though say this, it has done a number on.
We were
my
not
mental
even
health.
on the show. We just
I
watched the show.
I went on the show to get away from real life, and that's what I got. And I do not think I deserve that. I deserve better. So next year I want to choose to deserve better and skip Love Island USA. That easy. Life doesn't have to be that hard,
In
bro.
fact, you call Nicolandra scamming, but like Brian and Amaya that won the freaking show broke up.
They are the real scams though, Brian and Amaya. Like,
We want to.
what did I tell you that when they were leaving the house? I told you this will not last. When I was seeing TikToks of them, I was like, oh, I didn't even do that. Because I do that 1 week, they probably stayed outside the villa. They probably already broke up.
Yeah.
You get in my head. So I'm like, all these things is just for appearances, and nobody believed in that bullshit. I'm so sorry. So all this long salty in the river ocean is yes, it ended way before that. I think maybe their contract told them that they need to stay together to the reunion or something, because all those things nobody was believing that stuff. Bro.
Because even they addressed that cheating stuff, and she was like, "No, I'm cool with it."
She was like, "No, I would not be with someone that
Like,
treats me badly." And then now you're talking about salty ocean.
And it's the fact that people like fans are the ones that show. That's so embarrassing. Like, it's not even the cheating, it's the embarrassment, the disrespect. Like, why?
She said that as they broke up, right? The next day, that same day, she had already gone to Miami and literally did all the same. I was like, girl, who are we playing? Because it ain't me.
Nigeria,
It ain't me.
I'll give you pepper soup.
You're not playing me, yourself you're playing. Okay, because I was like already done with y'all from the moment y'all won, right? And they won because America liked Amaya.
Mm.
The people that were supposed to win was not them, but it's whatever.
But it was great. I really liked the way the winning thing happened, except from Huda and Chris. That's
Yeah.
and maybe Huda
Now, because of what Ace is doing,
Yeah,
it's good that Huda and Chris like they are like in your face.
like the hell, the helly. Like
What do they mean? Why are they stressing everybody? Like, is it a bad thing to watch Love Island and follow your and support
you want to just destroy our mental health? We need a refund, bro.
We do. I know.
Like
I watched like 30-something episodes.
Like a paid therapy, that one by the side, payment. I don't know. They just need to compensate us for whatever
we need
stuff.
compensation.
Yeah, because
we need a lot of things.
Sorry, Huda did not only traumatize Jeremiah.
I would have been happy to go
also
in my life without meeting or seeing somebody like Huda. I know that this is an actual person that exists on this planet.
Even to the point where she was on a live stream and people were like, yeah, she told the boy to kick him out. Like, yeah, like you have to have done something to people to be like, they were like, she did something.
Anybody that dates her and it lasts, like that that Netflix
guy. Sister, don't be surprised on him.
And the fact that everybody in this thing, in CCs are already following him. What does it tell you about him?
Yeah, sister.
And the fact that he's dating Huda, what does it?
Yeah, they might actually last long.
Yeah, I mean, like they're like
one boss and
same person. Like the toxicity is like flowing like a stream, so it's endless. It's just going continuously. They deserve each other.
She's telling me, mommy.
Yeah, I mean, mommy. God, imagine that my child mental health.
And guess what? There was this interview I saw the Louis boy.
You even know his name. Congratulations.
Yeah. I know exactly. I had to find out. Anyway, and the interview, I think they were asking him. Yeah, the interviewer was asking him, "What's your type? Like, I see you with different people. Like, can you tell us who your type is?" And he was like, "She has to have tattoo. She has to be light skinned, and then she has to have big toes, no big ass sucker." And I was like, "Yep, that is great."
I literally saw a TikTok and I was so happy for that guy. He's having sense. Well, like if he meets anybody that likes Huda, that's automatically a red flag to him. I'm like, bro, same. And the fact that it was a guy that was saying this, bro, I was like,
okay. But seriously, like if Chris, look, forget Jeremiah had some mental issues.
Jeremiah is not okay.
Yeah, you could see it. But you see, Chris looked like somebody that even if they're not put together, they look put together. In fact, they can pretend and they can even actually, what is the word? They can, when you're dululu in your head, but you can make your dululu to come to real life, kind of shit. That's the type of person that Chris look like someone that who calculates in his head, be like, and then he will do it in real life, kind of shit. Yeah. So if you could not work it out with Chris, like Chris, he knew what he was getting.
He's very patient.
Yeah, and he knew what it was because he watched the show. But all the Casa boys entered, they watched the show. They knew who that was with Jeremiah.
Yeah.
She showed herself then. And him coming to that, he was like, okay, I know her. I know everything I need to know about her. So I can handle it, right? I definitely can handle it. And they were handling it until he was like, this is too much.
If there was a Love Island Nigeria, would you go?
I will not go.
Is it gonna be worth it? Will you watch it?
I'll actually watch it.
Bro, I will find that we actually know that their house is in our country and we can actually go there and meet someone.
And guess what? You actually watch it there because coming outside, but that show will end between 2 years. If it's like it will end 2 years, know why? Because they'll come out of the villa and you hear somebody give their boyfriend pepper soup. Love Island was so nice, or in the house you hear that they broke somebody's head.
Guy,
we don't know how to like even this big brand ninja. People that disqualified because they drag.
Even after you already know that they will disqualify you, and you know you're not supposed to like fight or like put your hands on someone in the house.
And that shows that big brand ninja is not even about love. It's maybe inside the show they will not like maybe mistakenly form a relationship. So imagine now that is not the main point. You guys to explore and. Somebody would die. It's not even.
And then Nigerians don't know how to also take this. Like they watch us. That's why I said, I know that the person's house is in my country. I will find you.
I say one of the person on the Love Island.
Imagine somebody like you that now was in there, and then she called, I will find
Just
you.
imagine that Olanjana, her papa, na native doctor. Taylor will turn to
All of them they'll turn that to yam.
Why will you make my daughter? Or am I a father now? Is like, yes, he's claiming he's short. You reduce more.
Guy. Anyways, I think let's stop. Okay, guys, just listen to this.
Make sure I got this straight. Ace Green just went on Speedy Norman's show and confessed to the entire world that the entire time that he was accusing Jeremiah of being a love bomber, he was actually an op for the producers and was helping Taylor love bomb Landria. Ace just confessed that the thing that he's been accusing Jeremiah of doing for months, he was actually doing to assist the producers in helping Taylor deceive Olandria, the bestie of his beloved. And yet, despite the fact that he confessed to this, he still thinks he has the moral high ground to have to stand for Nick, the only man who actually protected Olandria when he refused to. For Ace to be so morally superior and smug, and to say nonsensical things like, why would I go on Love Island to get more followers? I already have 1 million followers. Why would I go on a show to get 1 million more? Ace, that's literally why people go on TV shows. Because they have 1 million followers and they want 1 million more. What are you saying? Ace, I know that you just turned 23 and you're feeling yourself and you think that you're mature for your age because you've been through a lot. I hate to tell you, just because you've been through a lot doesn't mean you're wise, right? Wisdom is not about going through stuff. It's about having the maturity to actually process what you've gone through and to take accountability for your actions. The way you took accountability for nothing, shout out to you for calling out the producers, but just because they're villains doesn't mean you're not one too.
I also saw a clip where the person was like, yeah, even if the producers do like instigate, they only like push, they don't force you. So if they tell you to do something, you are not obligated to do that thing. You still have a choice to decide, oh, I do want to run with this narrative that the producers are like, laying onto me. And yeah, I don't know.
And to all the unevolved black men, not the good ones, the unevolved ones, and the pick-me-shas who defend them with their internalized misogyny, I find it peculiar that when Taylor was willing to waste Olandria's time because he knew that she was a black woman who's committed to finding a good black man, and he weaponized that against her for his own personal gain, nobody had any problems, and y'all even clowned her a little bit. But now that she's found someone who protects her even when it doesn't benefit him, right? Now that she's found someone who's prioritized her safety, now suddenly you have concerns. So you're not concerned when a black man is abusing a black woman, but you are concerned when a non-black man decides to treat her the way that she deserves. That is interesting. That is very interesting. So Ace is concerned about Nick, but he wasn't concerned about Taylor. And y'all want me to believe that he's not a hater. Fuck out of here.
See, this is the same thing I'm saying. Ace is a certified hater. This clip is from a creator named Blue Telsuma, Telusma. She has been giving like awesome feedback commentary for the whole Love Island. I literally had to follow her because of all the things she was saying, man. It was just giving what I was thinking. So she does like a very, very good job at like articulating everything in a very, very like, straightforward way. You can't even argue with it because it's just facts. For up to an hour. So yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening or whatever. My sister has an exam. She also gonna read. But thank you all for watching and listening and tuning into Stories in My Cup.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm
Don't be
your
feeling like
host,
Ace.
Boma Kaiser, and that's my sister, Omete Kaiser.
Your one and only.
Thanks for coming in.
Bye bye.
We had a lot to talk about. We probably still have more to talk about, but I'll let you go read, and I'll try to like edit this one and get it out for the people. And that's it. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Like, subscribe, whatever. And let's also bear in mind, guys, that Anika and Olandria are fully grown adults. They can decide if they want to date, be business partners, or just see where things goes. And everyone should just stop freaking out, basically.